Hey, good evening, all. This is Hardik Shah, one of the directors of YPS, and I'll be your today's host. Now, I would like to welcome all our audience this to our season two, episode two of YPS Meet Live. For information, this live stream is being streamed to both Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching it on Facebook, you can go to the YouTube for better experience. Our handle on the YouTube is YPS at the rate YPS Bengaluru. Yes, you would have all received a message from our secretary Vikas saying that there's a surprise announcement going to happen today. And here's what I'm going to do today. So, if you can tell me what that announcement is about, I will I will definitely give you a shout out right now after we do the announcement. Probably I can just give you a shout out if you're an artist. I can probably give a shout out to your Instagram or Facebook handle. So do let me know in the comments what the announcement is going to be. And before we come to that main big announcement, let us come to our regular announcements and then we'll jump to that the bigger one. Yeah, so starting with Adobe Lightroom. We have a basic post-processing workshop using Adobe Lightroom, and this will be mentored by Mr. Arjun Harith. Arjun Harith is a fine art photographer, and he is currently working as a software engineer at Adobe. And if you actually open the Lightroom CC on your desktop, when the Lightroom loads up, you see the credits. You can actually see Arjun's name there. So he's currently working at Adobe and particularly on Lightroom. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be one good of post processing workshop. This is happening on February 13th and 14th. The registration we had opened it last week, so seats are coming to full. So hurry up if you haven't registered. Do register. Next, becoming a YPS member is it's become very easy in a jiffy. You can scan the QR code which is displayed on your screen. If not, you can just visit our website ypsbengaluru.com and look for become a YPS member. Also, we are on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you haven't liked our Facebook or Instagram, if you're not following us on Instagram, I would urge you to do it right away so that you don't miss out any notifications from us. Also, click on the bell icon, turn on all the notifications so that the moment we post some content, you get notified on your cell phone. Again, our handle is @YPS Bengaluru. If you're watching this on Facebook, I would like to hit the share button, share it with your friends. We know that sharing the knowledge is always good, right? We increase it by sharing it. So do hit the share button. If you are on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon, and do keep commenting in the chat section so that will help other people to understand that what's happening. Now, without further ado, coming to the big announcement. Let me first read the comments if anyone has figured what the announcement is going to be. Akshata says Saturday meetings. I'll take care of the comments for a while. Okay. So Saturday meetings will not be online anymore. No, this is not right. We wish that this happens soon, that we start physical meetings. But no, this is not the announcement. It's much bigger than that, actually. But good try. Thanks, Akshita. Okay, and we have left the link for the workshop on the chat section for you to register. Now, I don't see any more comments. It's not that difficult. Anyone who is associated with YPS, if you can calculate it, it's a number based. So, okay, Anand here says that all YPS members will get a Sony mirrorless camera. Okay, I actually need one. Okay, I'm trying to upgrade it from my current camera, Canon, to probably mirrorless. But no, this is not it. But we wish this happens someday, that all our members get the best Sony mirrorless camera. Man, that will be amazing. However, thanks for the comment, but this is not it. Let us wait. Okay, Krishna Kita says Golden Jubilee. You're almost close. I can say 90%. Yes, Krishna Kitu, you're right. It's about the Golden Jubilee celebration. So I'm gonna, if you can leave your Insta and Facebook handle to our official number, I will definitely give a shout out. And if you don't know our official number, here it is. This is our WhatsApp number too. Just leave your Facebook and Instagram handle right away so that I can get it from Mr. Vikas and I can give you a shout out. Thank you. And also, Mr. Yogesh Mokshi got it right. Golden Jubilee celebrations. I guess you were few seconds behind, Krishna Kittur. But yeah, that's right. And even Chandru sir has mentioned about YPS celebrating glorious 50 years of flight. Chandru sir, if you were earlier also, you wouldn't have got this being part of the EC. But yeah, thanks for the comment. Yeah, we have another one, Prem Kumar. Yes. Okay, so this is it. Most of you all know what it's going to be about, but how and what is what we're going to talk about now. Now, to do this big announcement, we know, and I'll be more than happy to bring him up on the screen. It is none other than the Tusker, also known as H. Satish, the president of YPS. Good evening. Namaskara.
Namaskara and good evening.
Yeah.
I'm very happy today because we are going to announce one of the most anticipated announcements and a festival kind of thing for YPS members. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, all my fellow members of Youth Photographic Society, all senior members, and all guests here today watching this live webinar. Welcome to you for Youth Photographic Society's regular programs, webinars. On this day, we have got a special announcement. The special announcement will be more special to all our members. And in fact, that will be much more special to all senior members. In fact, it will be like a festival and a very, very happy and a lifetime achievement for our founder members. Friends, as all of you know, we keep calculating our age and the year when we born. Likewise, even YPS, the Ever Photography Club, Youth Photographic Society, was founded in 1971 by very enthusiastic, then the youths, and they named it as Youth Photographic Society. So this year we are completing 50 years. The Golden Jubilee celebrations are going to come up. And for this occasion, we want to make it kind of a festival, kind of a to give more programs on various subjects, more workshops, and a continuous process for almost a year. For continuously for 1 year, you are going to see the celebration. It is not just 1 day or 3 days celebrations, but it will be for the whole year. So friends, on this for this particular celebration, we recently, about a fortnight back, we had a meeting with all our seniors. In fact, the executive committee members, I must thank all my committee members for having thought about celebrating this Golden Jubilee in a very, very big manner. In fact, all our committee members, they are really committed and they are very, very eagerly waiting to conduct this or organize this in a very big manner. So this YPS does not belong to only 9 executive members. It is a club, it is an association, it is a family of more than 700 members. Most of them are very senior and life members, and a lot many are very young and new photography entrants and new members to our club. This YPS, it belongs to everybody, all the 700 members. This is a family of photographers, the family of art lovers, the family of the much enthusiastic and ever learning art lovers. So, as a family, we are all going to celebrate this major festival of photography, major festival for Youth Photographic Society, the Golden Jubilee celebrations. So, friends, to how to celebrate and what to include and how to go about it, and what kind of workshops we must have, what kind of programs we must have, whom to invite, and where to have this. All these things we keep discussing in our committee. And for this, to get more suggestions and more ideas, we invited our senior members, past presidents and past secretaries. We spoke with them, and all are very enthusiastic. I am very happy that they showed very good interest. In fact, their involvement is really appreciable. And that will be a very major helping hand from all the seniors. I must thank all the senior members for having come to meeting and for discussion. The ball is set rolling now. So now onwards, we are going to work towards the goal of celebrating for the whole year, and towards the finale of celebrating the Golden Jubilee celebrations in a very meaningful and very learning way, and with a lot of programs, as I said. So, friends, now in Drishti magazine is going to be released, and now in that also you can see our Golden Jubilee celebration news and other things. And as all of you know that Federation of Indian Photography has highest appreciation for the webinars that is conducted by Youth Photographic Society, and they have in their editorial specially mentioned our Youth Photographic Society name as one of the very, very few clubs who are continuously doing webinar programs and continuously serving the art of photography in the pandemic. In fact, for the whole of pandemic in the last year 2020 and even till today, we have continuously giving programs by eminent photographers, not only from India but also from other countries. That's a very good thing that Youth Photographic Society has been observed and appreciated and encouraged by all the art lovers throughout the world. So now coming to Golden Jubilee celebrations, how do we go about it? How to celebrate this? To do this, the first and foremost thing is to have a logo of the Golden Jubilee celebrations. The Golden Jubilee year from 1971 to 2021, the logo itself have to tell the story. So as all of you know, it is none other than Mr. Rajsimha who designed this beautiful logo. So now I am going to release this. As a president, I feel proud and honored, and it is being a member for 40 long years in this uh, my photography club. I can say it is my, because I am so much attached, and being in YPS for 40 long years and serving the society in various positions, and also teaching members and upcoming artists. I feel it is our club, and I belong to this most beautiful club in beautiful photographic association in India. This is the most prestigious photography club, and I feel being honored that I am the president of this, and I am going to release this Golden Jubilee celebrations logo. Here it goes. I I unveil this 50
Yeah.
years logo.
Yeah. A round of applause. Definitely, we cannot hear our audience, but do leave a clapping emoji on your comments. That would really be amazing to see.
This logo, it looks very beautiful because it is designed by one of the most senior designer, and a very very intimate friend of all YPS members, and who designed all our national and international catalogs. It's none other than our own Mr. Rajsimha. Mr.
Right. Thank you,
Rajsimha,
sir. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank EC team for selecting me to create this. To just quickly talk about this logo, I visualized, more like an abstract art, not like a real logo. See, normally what happens when there is a logo, you expect you to design some photography icons like shutter blades or viewfinder in form of zero, or it is something like that. So I was wondering, why should we visualize it more like a logo? Let's do it like an abstract art, which should have an element of human, not mechanical, like any of the camera elements or whatever. So that is when I have abstractly designed that I, as part of 500 as an I is an extremely important element even for a human, or whatever we visualize or see, it is all through eye. So I thought it's a very important element, and I've kept the entire form factor as very simple, and yet it is very contemporary. So though YPS is 50 years, it is young at heart. So the colors are chosen are very vibrant and very youthful. Then of course it also talks about the RGB colors of what is in photography, and the golden yellow, which marks a celebration of 50 years. So yes, of course, these logos are designed for both web and print medium. It works definitely anywhere, wherever we would like to promote this. Once again, I would like to thank EC team for this opportunity.
That is really lovely, and it's mind blowing. And if anyone who missed the logo, it's already there up on your right top screen. Yeah, it's already there. And to talk about logo, we already have like so many comments up there, and I'll just bring up few. Yeah, and there was one important comment also. It says wash hands. Yeah, basically, the clapping and the washing hands, people get confused. And but however, washing hands is important in these times. And
You
yeah,
wash
keeping
hands and then clap.
yeah, exactly. For a better sound. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ratsima sir. That was really.
Thank you so much.
And to our audience, if you are a YPS member or if you're associated with YPS in our regular webinars and all, you would know who Mr. Ratsima is. He is a designer and a designer by heart, and he has given branding to many of the brands which we know actually, in which we come across every day in life. And it wouldn't, I mean, we were just waiting that how he will blow our mind. Every time he's our catalog designer, by the way, and every time he comes up with something amazing, great. And this time we were like, okay, this is the time when we need to get our minds blown, and he actually did with his logo. Thank you so much, Rasima sir. Thank you, Sadit
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you
Adi.
so much.
Okay, now coming to our today's presentation. Before that, another important announcement is that let me bring it up on the screen. Yes, the Drishti January edition is out. Important point is that you don't need to log in from now onwards. All you can do is go to our website, click on Drishti stand, and you can download all the copies for free right away. Talking about January edition, Drishti, this issue of YPS Monthly Journal Drishti is the first issue of this volume 50 and the eighth one in the series after it was revived last year in June. Let me just give a brief. This issue covers legendary Mr. E. Hanumantra Rao, renowned wildlife photographer and a strong backbone of YPS. Uday Tejaswi Ers, our member, who recently was conferred with EFIP Gold Nature along with Anita Mysore. You will also see the EFIP Gold portfolios of both these authors. An article on the seasonal golden hour and blue hour written by Hema Narayanan. Analysis of a beautiful picture by Sri K. S. Rajaram. Results of the recently held 15th FIAP World Cup for clubs, where YPS stood at 17th position globally and the first among Indian clubs. A huge round of applause to all the people who participated in the 50th FIAP World Cup. Congratulations. And many more useful and informative content with exciting pictures. There are 74 amazing pictures in this edition. And now you do not have to log in. As I mentioned, you do not have to log in to website, download the copy. All you can do is go to our website, click on the Drishti stand, and you can download your copy for free. Also, once you go through the Drishti, our journal, and if you have any feedback, it can be positive, it can be negative. If you feel how it helps you, do let us know on our WhatsApp, on our official number. We would be more than happy to read your feedback, read your comments. Okay, coming to today's session. Let me welcome Dr. Harinarayan Salunky, our ex-Vice President of YPS and one of our senior most members. Good evening, sir. Namaskara. How are you?
Namaskara, Jumbo.
Jumbo. Yeah, yeah. That's how we greet in people greet in Africa.
Africa.
Exactly. Now, many of our members would know Dr. Harinarayan Salunky. Let me introduce to you all Dr. Harinarayan Salunky. Dr. Salunky, ex-Vice President of YPS, started photography when he was in medical college at Manipal, 1954 to 1960. He had a TLR camera, Agroflex, presented by his maternal uncle, who was an artist and photographer at Kolar Goldfields. At college, he did medical and clinical photography. While attending a slideshow at YPS, he came to know about SLR cameras and telephoto lenses. At the slideshow, he met H.N. Allama Prabhu and M.S. Hebbar, who influenced him to a great extent. Later, he met Dr. G. Thomas and became a life member of FIP. He can actually see he's wearing a FFIP t-shirt. Yeah. He bought his first SLR, Ashi Pentax. I hope I got that right. Ashi Pentax Spotmatic 1 with two lenses, 135mm and 200mm telephoto with an yellow filter, all for rupees 4,000. Definitely 4,000 would be a huge amount at that time from Mr. T.N.A. Perumal. It was with this that his jungle visit started with his friends from YPS using monochrome roll films. Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, that is RGHUS, published a book called What is Not Taught in Medical Colleges, in which his article named Clinical Photography was published. That's great. So we have Dr. Harinarayan Salunky with us today, who will be talking about his journey of photography, wildlife photography, how he started. And I just understood that he's been a member for like 49 years. That means he became a member in the year 1972. So that's amazing. We are coming close to. I mean, this is a 50th year running, and you being like 49 years old to YPS. That's just coincidence. Yeah. Salunki sir, so how did your photography started? And when compared to today's world, where we are talking about not even SLRs, we're talking about mirrorless. So definitely, back then it was so difficult, twin lens camera, and today we have mirrorless cameras. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Thank you, Hardik. I'm very happy that the Golden Jubilee celebration is going from today. But I became a member 49 years ago in 1972 when I came to Bangalore for my postgraduate studies in boarding hospital in 1972. At that time, I had no latest cameras. I didn't know what was SLR camera at that time. And this is the DSLR camera It's called Argoflex. This is Argoflex I was using. Yeah, it is a twin lens reflex camera. Throughout my medical studies for medical photography, I used this camera. And suddenly I came to know India is also manufacturing some of these cameras. See, this is also a film camera made in India in 1970. Yeah. And it was manufactured in Calcutta. Somehow it did not catch up. It's called Flovifex, Indian camera, nearly somewhere in Calcutta. They manufactured it, ran for a few days. And I went and bought this. This is also 120 black and white film I was using. And that's how it became out of date because it was not performing as imported cameras.
Okay.
And talking about my photography, say I used to use my twin lens camera for all my medical purposes. And later I came to know SLR is better. And then I bought ASIIPC Pentax with two lenses, 135 and 200. Then I started, after becoming a member in 1972, Allama Prabhu and Hebbar, MS Hebbar, and late Sundar Raj, they were all doing photography. I joined with them and learned not known the excess cameras, only I knew about the elementary things. Then I started going to forests like Bandipur, Rangantittu, Kokarabeldur, Mysore, all these areas from 1972 to I was busy in my studies in post-graduation. After post-graduation, I bought new cameras and started going to bird sanctuaries near Bangalore and Bandipur, Rangantittu, all these places. That's how I entered the wildlife photography, which was interested in me. And that's why in very olden days, in my periods of grandfather, they used to use guns to shoot animals.
Yeah.
Now we shoot with cameras.
Camera.
Yeah. And we can keep the images as a memorable thing, and then give it to friends as a presentation. If you kill an animal, there is no use. That is the end of it. So it is better to shoot with a camera than with a gun. That was my latest saying. And of course, 1972, the year I became a member, they also closed game hunting. It's only like all the licenses of the game hunting licenses were withdrawn because Tiger started in Bandipur. Tiger project was there, and only those who have got agricultural fields to protect, they were given licenses for those with a crop to maintain the crop. They can only shoot wild boar, nothing else. So all our licenses for game hunting were and replaced by cameras. That's why I started buying long telephoto lenses. In those days, telephoto lenses were very long, not like today, which has become shorter and shorter. 200 mm lens will be just like 400 mm lens. Now the optics has increased and the optic has improved, and we get very good handheld cameras and like that. So with my friends, and especially E. Hanumantrao, he used to take us all over India whenever we go to sanctuaries. On the way to FFIP conventions like Bhopal, on the way we used to see all the sanctuaries, and on the return also we used to see the photography. And that's how next time we went to Bikaner, where Dr. G. Thomas at the time gave me awards, and I got photographs of this awards taken from none other than Dr. G. Thomas for my wildlife photography. And he used to encourage me, Dr. Harinarayan, you are doing well. He said, once I went to his clinic, just to talk to me. And there I became a member of the FIP also. This is my story. And in those days, is only film, black and white film, and color transparencies, slides. And there was no digital cameras or digital at that time. I used to shoot in black and white, in color, and slides. I used to carry 3 bodies with the same lens, and just like as Hanmantara was doing, you have to fix and keep it immediately. You did not waste time in fixing the cameras to the body. And for his, luckily, his wife was assistant. She used to do all those things when he was shooting, when we went to the sanctuaries with him. He's a nice man. Now, I toured Africa in 2002, and there were a lot of things to be photographed in India. Only after finishing the animals in India, that is not possible in one generation. You have to keep on coming into this country again and again. So, in 2002, Bill Rajani from AIIPC arranged an African safari, about 15 people. Few people came only for 1 week, and we all went for 15 days. And Dr. V.K. Sinha also was with us in that first trip, and I captured so many wildlife and there is no doubt for wildlife in Africa. There are all in hundreds and thousands. So it is very difficult to segregate only a few animals to photograph. So I didn't like to photograph huge herds where we cannot show the animal properly. So I started. This first picture is African elephant. African elephant, which is called Laxodonta. Yeah, Laxodonta africana. Here you can see it is going around a water hole in Africa, and then the female also has got tusks here. Whereas in India, it is only the male which is the tusker. In Africa, both the male and female have got tuskers. You can see here around the water hole, it is going with a young one. Now we go to the famous animal in Africa, that is the cheetah, or cheetah, or Anaxis jupitus is the scientific name. And cheetah was also in India, but it was extinct in 1941-42 in captivity. That is the end of cheetah in India. They used to use it as a hunting animal. Cheetah has got a border spot, and there is a tear mark from the eye to the mouth. You can see it here. Here there are 2 cubs. 2 cubs are there with that, and then there is a lot of wind. So you can see the cheetah cubs are looking away from the mother, which is for. Here is the kill, and the mother is watching us because the kills are always taken away by hyenas. Yeah, hyenas.
Hari sir, a moment.
Yeah.
As at the beginning, I had mentioned that anyone who tells what the announcement is about, I will do a shout out. So Krishna Kittur, who actually told, it's about the celebration, 50th celebration. I just got the handle, and I'll just give a shout out if you don't mind.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Krishna Kittur. Yeah. Here is his FBI, account or the page. So the shout out to Krishna Kittur. Thank you for commenting and getting the the announcement right. Yeah. Thank you. Also, to all our viewers, do put your resolution on 720p in the settings to enjoy the best experience. And if on the Facebook, if you are seeing any subtitles at the bottom of your screen that are auto-generated by Facebook and not by our end. So request you to turn off so that it doesn't come in between the images. Yeah. Yes, Hari sir, we can continue.
Okay. So this cheetah is animal with the highest speed in the animal world. It can run about 60 to 70 miles per hour to catch the prey. And I missed that because I was concentrating on the elephants, and then I missed the chance of the chase of cheetah and the animals. Because others who are in our group got a beautiful shots of that, and then we can see other. See, there is also cheetah feeding on the prey. Yes, the Africans, they called it in Swahili language Dumma, D-U-M-A, Dumma for cheetah. Dumma for Swahili language. In Swahili language, we went there early in the morning. They used to come and say, Jambo. Jambo means morning. Good morning.
Jambo.
Yeah. And safari means, in Swahili language, safari means it is journey. So we use it for, you use it for travel. Safari is used for travel. Now, after the kill is over, and there are scavengers, a lot of scavengers there, which come to feed on the remains of that. And these are, in India, these birds are getting less because of diclofenac injection that is given to the cattle. Diclofenac is a poison to these birds, and the number of birds are reduced in India. Now they are banning veterinary people giving injections to cattle, diclofenac, so that the number of vultures will not die. Vultures die because they eat the carcass and they get the intestinal obstruction and die, I believe. So in India, the vultures are reduced because of this. Now in near Ramanagara, there is that Raman Gutte. There they are feeding these vultures to save their numbers. Now, if you go into the bushes, this is a small antelope in Africa, and which is which is called dik. Small, very small antelope. It will be in bushes, just like mouse deer in India. Mouse deer is like a spotted deer, and this is a antelope. It is not a deer. There are no deers in Africa, and dik is the name of this small antelope. This is the Cape buffalo. Cape buffalo is a big herd, and they are also prey for these cats in Africa. They are also in big groups, but to find it solitary is very difficult. You will have to wait for the group to being solitary. It has taken a mud bath, as all buffaloes do. Is also common. And birds are waiting near the buffalo to get the insects that fly away from the ground. Okay. Giraffes, the tallest animal in the world, and it finds it so difficult to drink water because of its height and because of the length of the neck. Then it has to struggle by bending it down with the forward legs wide apart. This gives the giraffe, and heart
Yeah.
like thing. So the heart goes on beating, then immediately it has to rise from the water and to prevent their heart being. Though because of the longest neck, even it has got only 7 vertebrae in the neck, just like human beings. There are not many. And this is a question asked for children there. See, they spill the water because they cannot stand for a long time in that position. When they get up, they spill the water from the mouth. There is a problem with their height and disadvantages of this height and the length of the neck.
Yeah. So being tall is good, but not very tall.
Yeah. Okay. Next is this hard beast. Just like a wildebeest, this is a hard beast. It has given birth to an young one just before we came to that spot. The previous jeep, they had photographed the process of birth, and when we came to that spot, the young one was ready to walk and climb because of the animals that will catch the young one. So they start walking and running when they are not yet got strength in their leg. Hard beast. There's only the mother and calf we have taken, and all the other rest of them are behind. Now we will see some of these African people. Here is a Maasai youth who guards the village from lion attacks on their cows. So these are people who are unmarried bachelors. All the bachelors will have long hairs like this man. Once they get married, they are shaved off completely. And you can, the village head, or what we call the chieftain, will be bald without hairs. The young people who look after the cows and the village. Do you know what the breakfast is? They milk the cow and then put a needle into the vein, neck vein, and bleed the cow into the milk and shake the milk and the cow's blood and drink. That is their breakfast. They go on till the evening into the forest. It's a very pathetic. And here we see some of the shops on the roadside. They are the curios which we buy from them, made from the volcanic glass and the wooden face masks, all the other things for a cheaper rate. And these are Maasai women who make this and sell it. If you go to a shop, same thing will be double. The cost will be double, so that the travelers buy these curios from the roadside villages. Now this is another interesting animal called Jarnuk. Jarnuk, Jarnuk means it is a camel-like in Swahili language. This is found in the top of Kenya, and there is a village called Kusuma. The equator passes through this sanctuary, and these are found near the equator. So we are shown the line of equator, put a white line, one foot on the northern hemisphere, another foot in the southern hemisphere. That's why we enjoyed the Kenyan equator. Yeah, Jarnuk. Jarnuk means like a camel in Swahili language. They also stand on the hind legs to reach for the vegetation. This is a bird called secretary bird. Secretary bird is called because their feathers and the quills were used for writing in those days with ink. So that's why it is called secretary bird. This bird cannot fly from a single point. Like an airplane, it has to run for a long distance, run away, like a runaway, and then take to the skies or the wings. Secretary bird. This is African elephant, which can be recognized by its size of the ear and the tusks. It has taken a path in the Chobe River. Chobe River, where we went on a boat ride also. Male elephant, Laxodenta africana. There are two varieties of African elephants. One with a rounded ear, and this is with a triangular fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is one of the big fives in Africa. It's a rhinoceros bicornis. Rhinoceros, it has got two horns, rhinoceros bicornis, and the background you can see some monkeys there. We have in India also is rhinoceros, but they are rhinoceros unicornis. They got only one horn. The horn is nothing but hair which is condensed. That's why they killed it, and which is used as Chinese medicine or as an aphrodisiac. That's why many, even in Assam in India, many of the rhinoceros are killed because of these horns. These are two king vultures. King vultures are also in India. They have got the red head, and they are also in pairs or in single. These were found in Masai Mara. This is an ostrich in the grassland of Kenya, near Tanzania. We saw it in Tanzania. The female is rose in color, but the male is black in color. And this is the flightless bird, and it can run faster. It can run about 40 kilometers per hour, and less than cheetah. And their eggs, in a clutch of eggs, there are about 6 to 8 eggs which hatch into young ones. And these eggs are sold on the roadside for the tourists. The egg shell is so thick, they can etch figures on that. I saw one egg with a globe, all the continents, just like a old globe, and
Okay.
it is sold in the both in the market as well as for the tourists on the roadside. Ostrich. Okay. This is a warthog. Warthog is like a wild boar, but on the face it has got some warts there, wart-like thing, and it always runs with the tail up, just like an antenna. And these are very close to the villages, and where they came near our hotel also. We stayed in Sarangana hotels, in Serengeti, and we saw it from our rooms only. We did not go into the forest. Warthog. This is a common zebra, both white and black, and they are pairs drinking water in the water. These zebras, there are two kinds of zebras in Africa. This is one kind, where there are black strips on the white and white strips on the black. That's how they are categorized. Oh, this is a saddleback, saddle-beaked stork. The local drivers of they call it. This is a they call it some priest, lazy priest. It's always standing without doing anything, waiting for the fish or the prey. That's why they call it lazy priest. Yeah. The saddleback beak, and this is called
The lazy
lazy priest. is a hyena, very dangerous, and it is a scavenger. Here it is a painted hyena, striped hyena, and spotted hyena. It has lost all its hair because of some disease or something. And these are also scavengers. They were left over. Sometimes they also hunt. They come near the hotels for the bones that they throw, and that is a show. They put on lights and strike the bottom of the tray with the bones, and all these hyenas come to eat that leftovers from the hotel. Garbage from the hotel. This is an antelope. Male and female both have got. This is near Botswana, Amboseli, and all this sold as bushmeat. They eat this in the hotels also. Kudu kebab, and then this fry. There is a hotel called Carnivore in Nairobi. Carnivore in Nairobi supplies all this bushmeat. We also went there, but we didn't eat anything. We came back because we saw some worms are also fried and kept.
Oh.
This is called impala. Yeah, impala, not in Indian. Both male and female also carry horns there. This is the Leo Panthera, the lion in Masai Mara. They are mating. 3 days we went to the same spot. They were there on the same spot at the same hour in the morning. 3 days we saw that.
Morning.
Men, yeah. Same time, and they don't allow the female also to go and eat.
Oh, okay.
Now this is that foreplay. The male lion, Leo Panthera, is aggressive, and the Leo Panthera female is submissive. And you can see how it is reacting to the call of the male, and that is how they before mating, foreplay. This is the foreplay of that. Now you go to Amboseli, where there is Kilimanjaro, the highest Kilimanjaro, 18,000 feet high. And in Africa, you can see snow-capped Kilimanjaro. And this is Amboseli, a lot of elephants there near that mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. They call it Kili. The local people call it Kili. And with reverence, they pray for the health and wealth of the people of Masai Mara and Amboseli. Now this is that all these cats are very good climbers of the tree. Here there is a leopard which is coming down the tree. And the cheetahs, after killing, they take the kill on the branch and eat it because of the hyenas. Hyenas come and steal their prey. That's why they are very good climbers, and they climb the tree and keep the prey on the branch of the tree and eat at leisure. We didn't go during the migration period, but we saw this lot of wildebeest going and jumping. This is the only, you'll have to go in June and July for the migration to see from Masai Mara to Tanzania, like this. Now, these are a pair of springboks. They are fighting on the road, springboks sparring. They have got a peculiar kind of jump. That is why it is called like a springbok. You also shoes, no? Box. Yeah. This This is Thompson Gazelle. Thompson Gazelle has got a black strip there, and here also it is an antelope. Now it is peeing, and both male and female have got horns, and they leave their mark from the eye. They rub the eye against some stick and leave their mark when they go away into the forest. Thompson Gazelle. They are also in pairs and single. Now this is another topi. It is called topi. The skin of this animal is marked with dark colors like pigments, and this is also in big herds, and this is topi. This is also a bushmeat available in Africa. Now from Livingston, we came to Victoria Falls, which is very close to Zambia. The river Zambian Sea falls, and there is a long valley in which this river falls, is Victoria Falls. Whatever Britishers found, they all named about their Queen Victoria. Dr. Livingston went into these areas and named Victoria Falls and Lake Victoria in the name of their queen. This is near Nakuru, Lake Nakuru. This is a antelope or waterbuck antelope near Lake Nakuru. Lake Nakuru has also got a lot of flamingos, pink flamingos. They are very pink. They are not shown there. I think that is the end of that African pictures. Then we will go to Indians, birds. This bird is blue-tailed bee-eater. Blue-tailed blue-eater. It is near the Mysore Road. Yeah. I forget the name of the place. Yeah. And now we see some birds down. This is in. We went to Mangalajodi in Orissa. This is the black-winged stilt. Their legs are long and they stand in the water, and it's called the black-winged stilt in flight, Mangalajodi. And this is brown-headed gull. This picture I got the first award, cash award, on Century magazine. Century magazine has got a competition for birds, and this was on the cover page as well as on the center page. This is my first picture which got a cash award in photography.
First one
Yes.
that I'll best.
Yeah. So this is called brown-headed gull. And this is seasonal. In the winter, there is no brown head. Black-headed gull and brown-headed gulls are there. In winter plumage, it becomes white. First prize came to me. Second prize went to S. Nagaraj of Bangalore only. This is the bird in flight, egret. Egret. This is the panning shot of the egret in Rangantittu.
Oh,
Yes, this is a lot of awards I have got. I just panned the lens at 200th of a second. No, it's lower than that, and I got this award. And I got first award for this picture.
yeah.
Now again in Mangaljodi, we have Gadwits, hundreds and thousands of gadwits come there, and here the two gadwits are fighting and Mangala Jodi. We went for 2 years. The season is in December and January. FIP conducts workshop there during December and January. We go via Orissa, Bhubaneswar, from Bangalore to Bhubaneswar, and from there you will have to take a taxi and jeep, and a lot of birds are there. This is also from there, grey heron in flight, grey. And this is not from India.
Hummingbird.
Yeah, hummingbird is from USA. It's my daughter's house. It is only during fall, all these leaves become colored, and at that time I got this bird picture. This is king vulture in Rajasthan. Rajasthan desert sanctuary, where there is that king vulture, as well as other birds which are prevented from hunting. Huge bird. Okay. This is again in Mangal Jodi, northern shoveler. Northern shoveler, very beautiful bird, colorful bird. And by this time, I had switched over to digital photography and with improved images. This is a pintail in flight, same from Mangal Jodi. Mangal Jodi is very good for bird photography. We go in boats, 2-3 people in boats, and accommodation is very good. Birds are also good. Then we come to Bandhavgarh, where one jackal has killed a rabbit, hare. So there are no rabbits in India, I believe. Is a hare killed by the jackal, Indian jackal. Same, before I got that picture before killing, and it was catching the hare from my moving jeep. I took this picture. See, there is the contrast. This is a gaur, male gaur with a calf. Very uncommon. Usually calves will be with the mother. Here, the gaur is the male and the calf is there instead of the mother. So I took this picture in Nagarvala. I found this very interesting. We go to Kaziranga, Assam. This rhinoceros unicornis. Their eyesight is bad. They have got a poor eyesight. That's why they rely on the smell. That's why they are smelling something, and when they are not sure about that eyesight, they use their nostrils for detecting the enemy or prey. Now, cheetal or axis suckling. This is in Bandipur. This leopard in it's not in Rangatito. This is in Biligirangambetta. We saw this leopard in Biligirangambetta. From the jeep, I used my lenses and took this picture. Now, while going in Assam, we were going on a bridge, wooden bridge, and we saw this cow and calf elephants. The elephant is sitting like a Ganesha, and mother is feeding the weeds. And elephants debark. This is in Kabini. They use their tusks to remove the bark, and they need that latex for the feed, and all the minerals and all they get it from the bark of the trees. The teak wood and bende. There are so many trees which the elephants debark and eat because of the
Latex.
wood want from the latex of the tree. Then after the bath, just like I was putting on powder, they put mud, stilling on mud, not only to wherever the insects that they bite, though the skin of the elephant is so big, thick, it can also, the flies can also bite through the skin and suck the blood. That's why they put on dust on their body. This is in Kabini backwaters. Two elephants sparring. This is not for fighting, just even for play they do this, and they don't harm each other. Elephants, male elephants sparring. Kabini backwaters, yes. Now this male elephant is scenting. This is one of the uses of the trunk. They scent, sonograte, and shower, and breathe, and so many other uses of the trunk. Yeah, and the trunk is also their hand, and they produce some sound, infrasound. No other animal can hear even human beings. We cannot hear the infrasound. It is below the human hearing decibels, and they communicate, especially during breeding season, fertile, and they call it call of the fertile infrasound, not ultrasound, infrasound. And next video. Yes. Yeah. It's a video of the same elephants in Kaziranga. Weeds. After washing it, then they pluck the weeds from the ground and wash it with the trunk, and then they feed it. We asked our jeep to stop in a bridge. Yeah, and this is the second video where the group of elephants, apart from the one I showed before, the cow and the calf. And this is the family of elephants with attending birds. The egrets there. taken about 3 minutes, then I've reduced it to 1 minute. 3 minutes video is too long. See, so I reduced it to 1 minute. What source?
Hey guys, just a small break here for a few seconds. I hope you don't mind. And do let us know in the comments, like, what do you think about the images? Like, these were most of the images at the beginning were, what I understood, that they were shot on film. Today's generation, they wouldn't even have seen the film how it is, and they wouldn't have shot also. And most of the images were and converted to digital. Then we will, at the end, we will try to understand, how the transition has been for Hari sir. Yeah, here he is back. Also, do not forget to hit the like button and the share button and the subscribe button.
Yeah, now we come to tigers. This is Rajasthan. The tiger was very thirsty. We went in May. So it was crossing the road, and there was a pond full of water, and it stayed there. So I like this green trees, and then the tiger watching there at us, and letting our jeep to go away so that it can reach the water hole easily. It is a Ranthambore. Yeah, this tiger is marking its scent on the tree, scent marking by urine. This is a panther or leopard from Bandipur. Instead of showing only the leopard, I wanted to include the forest background, so I took this picture and clicked it from our jeep. And on the roadside, you see some water logging, and this tiger, now they are all not named. The tigers are all given numbers now. T11, T12, T19, like that, in Ranthambore. And on the routes we go, and they say, I see tiger 19, T19. And this is my very early pictures, early in the morning, at the sunrise. It was sitting on that rock. As soon as I got up for taking a picture, it stood up, and I got this very good lighting.
Right time and
Panthera, tigris it is called, in Ranthambore. Now, after a few years, again we went there, and something was going on in the bush. It had caught this animal, the sambar deer, and it was struggling to pull it, and the sambar deer was trying to pull, and it was already 6:30. the jeep drivers would not allow us to take more pictures. Only one picture or two pictures I took. Servus unicoloris. The number is called Servus unicoloris, and this is Panthera tigris. This action picture, I got some certificates, no awards. Now this is a crested serpent eagle. Nagarhole. It has got a jungle fowl. It's got a jungle fowl and feeding on that crested serpent eagle. This is a painted stork. It's got a fish and moving about. This is in Rayalpadu in Andhra. Rayalpadu, Andhra Pradesh.
Rollapadu.
Huh?
Rollapadu.
Sonnapadu, Rayalpadu. You don't let that fish go, and it was running about on the water. These are flamingos there. See the difference between African flamingos and Iran. They are not pink here because there is no prawns or colored fishes for the color to go. In Africa, they feed in Lake Nakru only on prawns. That's why they become pink. Even in South Africa, all the flamingos are pink. This is white. Now we come to Sattal. Sattal in Uttarakhand. There is a black-headed jay in flight in Uttarakhand. That is Sattal. Sattal, there are two places. One is in the hide. Another is they call it studio. It's far apart. It's a very hilly place. You will have to go in jeeps. You can't climb. And there are very good tents, Swiss tents that stay on the top of the hill. And this is red-billed blue jay, red-billed blue magpie. Red-billed blue magpie in flight, and it is carrying some fruit. This is also in Sattal. There are a lot of woodpeckers in Sattal and Uttarakhand. This is a white-breasted woodpecker. This is yellow-naped woodpecker. Every bird we see, they say it is a woodpecker. Yellow-naped woodpecker. Only few of us got this picture. And I forget the name of this. This is a golden back woodpecker, very common here also. But now the name have changed. They go on changing the names of the birds. Golden backed woodpecker is now called back-rumped woodpecker. Back-rumped woodpecker is the new name for this golden backed woodpecker. There are some insects. There is a jewel beetle laying eggs on beside it tabletop. You can get this beautiful colored beetles, jewel beetles. They come in green, blue, and this is pink, and radiant colors. This is a mango moth larva of mango moth, and against light, I took this picture. This phantomino bug mating. If you want to say the leaves which are eaten, there will be some insects. Here, the female is bigger than the male. all the insect families. I went to ornithologist in agricultural college, Bangalore, to get some insects identified from the agricultural department. So many other insects also. I have taken them and got it identified. This is a spider called signature spider. They use their web silk to create patterns around the natural web that they do it there. This is a tiger moth laying eggs on the back of the leaf. So this is in my garden. So when I saw this tiger moth going to this plant in my garden, I went and had a close look and turned the leaf upside down. So I saw this eggs laid. They won't lay the egg on the normal side because it will be attracted by the birds and they will eat it away. That's why they always lay the eggs on the back side of the leaf. Even if the leaves are all punctured or eaten, that means there are some larvae eating that leaf. So you turn the leaf and I can identify the larvae of the eggs of the insects there. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, this was the right time for my DSLR to go off. That was really wonderful. I mean, so many images with a lot of information which probably even I haven't heard of or I don't know about it. So thank you for the wonderful presentation. And I believe the first few images were from the film, right? And we had a question with respect to film cameras. Let me try to bring it up. Yeah, this is from Srijit Sel. So such excellent photos. Generally, which film and SLR gauge you used for wildlife photography?
Yeah. First we used to use, first I started with black and white roll films. And then I switched over to color negatives. And later I went on to transparencies and slides. For a long time, I was shooting in slides, and I all used to Kodachrome and Ektachrome. In those days, Kodachrome used to come with a cover for processing. You put the roll into the cover and post it to Germany, that is Stuttgart, and they won't charge, because previously when you buy the film roll, the Kodachrome 80 ASIIPC is Kodachrome 100, Kodachrome 80, and that will be processed free of cost, and they mount it and send it back to us. Sometimes the postal department seized it, thinking that I am importing these slides. So myself and Hanumantrao went to postmaster and showed that it is being sent by us. It is not imported by Germany. And then they agreed and gave all my boxes. We used to send about 4 or 5 rolls at a time, including E. Hanumantrao and myself. So we got mixed up, and postal department then gave it us back without charging us any fine or fees or anything. Now later, E6 processing started by Alama Prabhu and others in TNA Perumal. TNA Perumal used to do E6 processing in his own tank, and beautiful it is. And we will have to mount it, cut it and mount it. The mounts are available. So before digital came, only the color slides we were doing. And when the digital came, all the color slides are extinct now. There are no color slides. I got nearly about 10,000 good slides in the covers, and I used to send it for salons. Even in salons now, they are not accepting color slides. So we'll have to scan it, and the Nikon scanners are very costly. After scanning, we have to do printing, and that's how the color transparencies were used in those days. After digital came, so we started buying Nikon cameras, DT cameras, DSLRs. After DSLRs, so the availability of slides films also gone away, and we were disappointed. And what to do with this? Projectors, trays. We have got plenty of trays, and Corozal projector that I brought from Singapore with Alama Prabhu. We went there, and now it is useless. Nobody uses it. And once in YPS, somebody brought a slide projector. Prasad, K.V. Prasad brought his projector and showed his slides. Now all the young boys, what is this? What is this? What is he showing?
Reaction.
They have never seen a slide projector in there. Nowadays, it is all old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Now we have slide projectors. It's not available now. Extremely. Even when I went to America, I took so many good slides, and they scan it, 35 cents each. 35 cents each slide. So I got most of my slides scanned, and they put it in a DVD. Put it in a DVD and make it into a movie and give you. Put music, movie, all for 36 cents per slide. So my daughter is there, my son-in-law and all, we went to Kodak. Every shop has got a Kodak. You can throw your roll there.
Okay.
2 or 3 days, your roll and your name and your prints will be ready there. And they don't collect any money for the processing. Only when you take your prints covers, then you will have to pay and then take it. So many people don't collect their covers at all. It will be lying there for years together. Kodak.
I'm not even aware of that.
And
coming to the next question. I just talking about the slide projectors. We were lucky enough that one of our senior most member, K.V. Prasad, he got this slide, and we were like, wow, this is called a slide projector, and this is how it is projected. It was quite nice to understand, this is actually started.
My grandchildren came and saw my typewriter. What is this?
Now it's all in a Chintu phone, everything is there. Coming to the next question. To all our audience, if you have any questions, do let us know in the comments. I'll try to bring them up on the screen. Also, mark it with a Q colon, like Mr. Kashi just did right now. Q colon and your question. It will help us filter it out. Mr. Kashi is asking, were you using 400 ASA
400 or 100 ASA? So we were using only 100 ASA. We were not using 400 ASA. And black and white processing, I used to do our own black and white processing. Black and white tank we used to get, and most of the darkroom work in the beginning we used to do it ourselves, including processing of the black and white film and printing also. I had an enlarger. In every hospital there will be an X-ray room. X-ray room has got a dark room. So I used to use my hospital dark room for processing and then printing. Now dark room has all gone. Only white
Light room. I mean, days were there where you had to have a physical space to edit your images, process your images, and today it's in that small device. You can do millions of things.
Yes. Now dark room is replaced by white rooms.
Light rooms. We have a coming from Mr. Mohammad Arfan Hafiz coming from Dubai. Says very nice to view the work of Dr. S. Harinarayan after a long time.
Yeah.
For me that I bought my first darkroom enlarger equipment from Dr. S. Harinarayan 1990. I still
Now Mohammad Arfan remembers he bought my enlarger equipment from me in 1990. Still, I remember the good shots that you're doing in Century photography. Yeah.
Yeah, he just mentioned that about he still remembers the girl shot that one first darkroom enlarger equipment. No, sorry, shot that won for him the Sanctuary Photography Competition Award. Also, to add here, he is one of the most humorous photo artists one would come across in Bangalore's photography club.
Yeah.
Really.
And when I put the check into the bank, my price, income tax people ask me, how did you get this 1,000 rupees check? And I have to declare this. All prices you should declare. Horse race. Yesterday I got a mail. If you win in this horse race, these competitions and all, you will have to give your returns.
Yeah, those days. Yeah, we have a question from Chandra sir. He says, Namaskara. So good to see your pictures after a long time. Hopefully, you will crack some jokes by the end of the program.
Yeah. All those days are gone now. 72, I became a YPS member.
Yeah. I wasn't even born, and we started with all this digital. We don't even know how the darkroom looks like. Yeah, we have coming from a question from Rajaram sir. Very good program with rare pictures and interesting explanations. Hats off to you, Dr. Saab. What is the
What is
secret?
energy, sir?
Yeah, this is definitely a question to be honest.
Yeah. Doing pranayama.
Okay.
Both.
Oh, that's really important. We have come from Krishna Kittu who says, so still I have Ektachrome, Kodachrome slides. Can you recommend a good slide scanner? Okay. He wants to know what's a good slide scanner.
Slide scanners are, they go off very easily. Alama Prabhu and Nikon slide scanner, and it used to cost more. And they used to charge heavily for one slide. It used to be only 20-30 rupees per slide scanning. I told you in America it was 35 cents per slide. Here they charge 200 rupees per slide for scanning.
Rupees per slide.
Yeah, 200 rupees.
Okay. That's quite
And
much.
there also the scanners will not last long. They'll go out of order.
The lifespan is not great.
That's why Prabhu has stopped doing scanning.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we have another doctor says, with you for such a long time. Remember Kolar?
Ajit came and helped me from one doctor assaulting me in KGF. From Kolar. We are having a meeting, so I passed some remark as a joke. The doctor came and hit my plate and tried to hit me. Ajit came and slashed him, and they followed him. He was running away to Kolar from KGF. Ajit took his car, went and caught him. Why did you hit a senior man like Harinarayan? Yeah. He was working in BJML Bemel Hospital. I was working in government hospital. Ajit remembers that. Okay. It's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for more questions in the comments. Okay, GK question. I can put it as GK. What is your LM number? Mr. Kashi asked. I guess we can get the LM number. Sorry?
Yeah, LM number is 027.
027.
What is your LM number, sir? 027.
Yeah. We can just go to the website and go to the life membership or individual membership, and yeah, there it will be.
Yeah.
We have Narayan Arya Pradeep asking, Dr.
Yeah.
Long time,
Arya,
remember
thank you.
Doctor's portrait for YPS
I
members.
remember Arya is a helicopter division.
Nice.
Yes, correct. My daughters, twin daughters I got. I used to take them wherever YPS meetings were there. They were the models. My daughter Meena and daughter Nina. They are in the US now. Dental surgeon.
Okay.
Arya, you remember? I used to take photographs of my daughters.
Yeah. So your daughters also shoot. I mean, are they inspired by your big guns?
Yes.
Do they
Oh,
shoot, do they shoot pictures on packet?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. They shoot pictures.
yeah. This has LM is LM number 70. Yeah. Okay.
70.
We have another question from Mr. Satish Narsimaya. There are some apps in mobile that can scan negative slides. Is it good? Oh, even I am not aware of it.
No. No, not possible.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't know about this. I don't know if I'm not related or it's I don't know. I need to Google it.
Mobile cameras have come, so they are better than any of our cameras. Beautiful picture to take mobiles.
Computational photography. You know, it has taken it to a different level altogether.
I saw some advertisements. They are taking only salons photograph from mobile cameras.
Yeah. It's growing a lot. They have iPhone photography courses. You know, they have lined up like in such a way. We have Raju sir says, nice to see you.
Oh, sir.
Senior members like you give talks, keep hours. And yeah, this is exactly what we need to look at. 50 years of shooting.
I remember E. Hanumant Rao when I was talking to Prema, and she said, he is our uncle. He was our uncle.
Yeah.
E. Hanumant Rao.
We'll take a couple of questions and we'll come to end of session.
Yeah.
We have a question from Mr. Kashi. We used to reverse lens and copies. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
Reverse lens, not for slide copying, macro. For macro photography, I used to use reverse lenses. Slide copying, there used to be a different type of lens with a holder. The slide is put into the holder, and any lens. Of course, if you reverse the lens, you can get a magnified image.
Oh, okay.
Reversal. Lens reversal ring is available. You can use it as a 1:1. You get images, or even more.
I heard that they just reverse the lens to shoot macro images, but I'm scared it will go in the sense.
Aperture used to hold with the finger.
Yeah.
Aperture will not work. So before clicking, you close the aperture and then shoot.
Yeah.
That's the only disadvantage of lens reversal.
Lens reversal, yeah. Okay, the last question for the day from Mr. Ajit. There is an app called Kodak Mobile Film.
Mobile
supposed to be very good. Please do look at it. Oh, okay. Oh, so Kodak, they are actually trying to come in.
Mobile film camera.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'll definitely check it out to understand how it is done.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know about this. Mobile film scanner.
Also, times, you know, I mean, people are actually starting to use film cameras again. Like the Ilford. Ilford is the one who manufactures the film rolls. They are again coming into the market. So the film era is, I don't know if it is coming back or people are just interested to know how it works. But I've seen many photographers, even wedding photographers, using film nowadays as part of their work. like they are keeping the digital cameras aside and using films. So I don't know how it's going to be. People are going to switch to film back, or just it's for a time. Let's see. But they are available in I guess Drishti Digilife is one who deals with Ilford cameras. If anyone is interested, go check it out. It's called Drishti Digilife. I'll try to put that in the comment. Yeah, the last comment I would like to bring up is from Dinesh Alama Prabhu. Alama Prabhu's son says, "Great presentation, Doctor. Film photography is very much alive today. In fact, it was growing popular in the last few years." Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's surprising, and probably people like me, the millennials or the new people who are jumping into the photography world should definitely understand that how difficult and pain it was to, you get a frame of 36. You just need to shoot 36 frames, and you need to wait until the photo gets developed. Yeah,
That's
probably.
why I've kept all my film cameras still here. Nikon F90 and then F3, all these film cameras without a motor drive. We used to put a motor drive below for the cameras. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so coming to end of session, before we close today's session, thank you so much, Harinarayan sir, for giving us a wonderful presentation on the wildlife of Africa and birds, and a lot of information was there. It was new for me. It was definitely a knowledgeable session. Thank you so much for taking out time at this age and telling us that no, photography doesn't count on age or anything. It's just a number.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you very much for taking me on the Golden Jubilee. I remember YPS Golden Jubilee Day. I presented.
It's our pleasure, sir. So before we end the broadcast, the stream, let me just go through a round of announcements quickly. Starting with Adobe for basic post-processing workshop using Adobe Lightroom. This will be mentored by Mr. Arjun Harith, who is a finance photographer and works as a software engineer at Adobe and works on Lightroom. This is happening on 13th and 14th. Few seats have already got booked and few are left. The registrations were opened last week, and soon the seats are filled. Will be closing out, and it will be fast. So do go to the website ypsbengaluru.com and register yourself after this session. You can become a YPS member. Just scan the QR code on your screen, or let's go to our website ypsbengaluru.com and take some time out. If you are new to YPS or if you're not a member, go to our website. There is a lot many content. It's not a regular website, regular photography website. A lot has gone into building beautiful website. There's a lot of information. Do check it out. And we are on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We are active. Do follow us and like our page at the rate YPS Bengaluru. If you haven't liked this particular video on YouTube or on Facebook, do hit the like button and click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notifications. Also, the January edition Drishti is now available on the Drishti stand. As we said earlier, you don't need to log in now. All you need to do is go to the website, go to the Drishti stand, and you can download it for free. So we have made it much, much more simpler. Just click on the download button and start reading. And most importantly, do not forget to leave a feedback. If you don't know how to leave a feedback, it is simple. You just need to pick up your phone, go to WhatsApp, and type in this number and send us a message to our WhatsApp number. Do leave a feedback. It can be positive, it can be negative. Both will definitely help us. If you have any more feedback, it can be with respect to the way the sessions are going, or if you want some more to be heard in future, do let us know. That will help us get better content day by day.
Okay.
And next week's YPS live session is on February 21st. As we informed in our last session that the YPS meet, the Sunday sessions, the Sunday live sessions will be happening now on 1st and 3rd Sundays of every month, and the 2nd and 4th Sundays will be the YPS Saturday meet, which is only for members, which happens on a closed room on Google Meet. So the YPS meet webinars on Sundays will be happening only on first and third Sundays. So the next is on 21st. Yep. So that's an announcement. And before we close, just trying to bring it up. Yes, people who have missed at the beginning, we launched the 50 years logo, the 50 year celebration, which is glorious 1971 to 2021. This is the 50th year running, and we are planning for a bunch of events and more going forward. And do let us know in the comments if you have missed, if about the logo. If you have any comments, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to hear from you. Thank you, Harinarayan sir, once again.
Oh, I thank you all. Though it is my YPS, I must thank you and Kirish, who went through all my slides, taking care to correct them and making presentable, and our secretary, who, without his help, I would not have been able to do this. All these things are very new to me, and I had not done this before, and only used to send my pictures for competitions, winning awards, and all these things. I didn't know much about the computers, which, Shastri and Hardik Shah, you helped me too much in getting into this Golden Jubilee celebration. You selected me for this day, Golden Jubilee celebration. I am only lucky.
But
1 year, yeah. I joined in 1972, and I joined Bowring Hospital as a PG student, post-graduation MS, same year. So my
yeah.
Yeah. And also, I thank Prema for guiding me and making all these arrangements for my slideshow. And she was corresponding with me for last 1 month. So my program was to come in 3rd January, and then they said 14th February. Now it came in between 7th February. Thank you very much, Prema and Girish.
Executive committee.
Yeah, and all the committee members of the YPS. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. It's our pleasure to have you. It was a wonderful session, and thank you once again. And to all our viewers, keep yourself safe. And we know the vaccine is out for the COVID-19, but still we need to follow social distancing. Keep washing your hands, and let us hope for the better. And until next time, see you all. Stay safe, stay home, and happy weekend.